Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the UK. Teams from Belong Gaming arenas nationwide battle it out to become champions of 3 titles: Tekken 7, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Each week here on the Sunday Recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins.
Hello and welcome to what I cannot believe is the very last Arena Clash Sunday recap show of the winter season 2018. It feels like this season has just flown by. I can't believe this is the last show before the finals. And we've chosen somewhere very special this week because we are coming to you live from Belong Bristol. Now, this is an awesome arena, I have to say. When I walked into this one, I was just blown away. Huge. We've got VR sections, we've got tons of computers, we've got a very glamorous lounge section, and as you just saw, the big famous neon sign. So yeah, very happy to be here today. But of course, as usual, I'm joined by 2 of our fantastic casters. So one face that we haven't seen for a little while, Abominable, and one that you might be a little bit tired of. I know I am. It's Hip Brain.
You're already tired because this time it's live. Normally we've always pre-recorded this when I'm on the show, just to be safe. But this time we're going live.
Have to.
I mean, we had the clapping fiasco last time.
Yes.
But I didn't make it to the show actually, which is a bit sad. So I'm just gonna get some clapping done right now. Give yourself a pat on the back. What a great season we've had. What a great season.
This is why we don't let Hip Brain do things live. This is why we have to pre-record the last time he was on the show. But yeah, we're going to try. If worst case, we're just going to cut him out of the shot today. So, don't worry. If he gets too much, let us know in Twitch. We'll get Abominable to just nudge him out of shot.
And I go away for one season and everything changes. I can't believe this. We're now doing live weekly shows.
Yep.
It's just absolutely brilliant. And what an arena to do it in. This is just the finest.
Is it not?
Bristol Smugglers, you've really got it going on down here.
Yeah.
This is absolutely awesome.
They are living the life, let me tell you. This arena is gorgeous.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And this is a place where Tekken history happened last season, because actually Bristol were one of the lower placed Tekken teams, and we used to have a rule where a sub could just pretty much walk in off the street, and on one of the final games of the groups, this guy called Brandon just pops his head in, absolutely decimates the team in the group stages and takes his team into playoffs. And it was very good to cast that. It was an amazing play and just an amazing team.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that this is the kind of place that would inspire winning performances. You know what I mean? I feel like I would up my game playing from here. But yeah, so let's talk Tekken, because I've really missed you this season. I have missed your fantastic insights, I think it's safe to say. People loved you last season. You're a very good talker, so I'm very glad to have you back for the last show. So what have you made of the season so far?
Oh, I've been watching as a fan, and I've got to say that it's just been absolutely phenomenal. The thing I've loved about this season has been the fact that you've still got your strong teams, you've still got Bradford, you've still got London, but then all the teams in the top 8, in this top 8, there was not one team that you thought couldn't make the final. Yeah. And that has changed a lot over the years. It used to be it was just London, then it was just London and York, then just London, York and Bradford, but now you've got Glasgow, you've got Manchester, you've even got Milton Keynes, big at the Milton Keynes. they're all vying for that spot in the final, and the semi-finals that we're going into shortly are just an example of how close Tekken really is at the Long Arena Clash.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what I said last week. Yeah, I watched the highlights back and was like, wow, you just can't pick between them. It is unbelievable. Just
pulling his mic up a little bit. I was like, I'm not on camera. This is why I don't come on the live show. Proving it in the first 5 minutes of the show.
You're being helpful. You've earned yourself another 10 minutes on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good. You're safe for another 10
might
minutes.
make it to the league highlights then.
Yeah, possibly.
Production fee now as well.
Exactly.
The semi-finals were absolutely amazing. For me, they were 2 North versus South battles that were just absolutely unmissable. And they asked 2 major questions. Firstly, how would Stratford Spartans in their very first season do? Would they make it all the way to the final in their semi-final versus Bradford? Could they go all the way? And also, would London beat York for the 3rd time? York and London always meet in the semi-final or the final, and York are just they're the bridesmaids. Everyone just thinks they want to see them get married. Were they also going to make it to the final? Were we going to see a South-South final or a North-South final or North-North? Who knew? And the matches were so good.
Well, I think with that introduction, we are going to throw to them. So let's take a look at our Tekken 7 highlights from last week.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the semi-finals of the Bolon Arena Clash winter season for Tekken 7. My name is always Shurdle, and I am joined by...
Man like Rise Dante.
Sure Dante, the Dream Team, once again.
Back in attack.
Exactly.
Back to attack.
Yes, mate. And back to commentate as well. And yeah, as you can see, it is going to be the London Lionhearts versus the York Vikings today. We are in the semi-finals, so there's only 4 teams left. As you can see, London Lionhearts beating the Kingston Harriers, York Viking beating the NK Enigmas last week on stream. It's all been 2-0. Bradford Rams beating Manchester Swarm and the Spartans beating Mackay Claymores. There is an interesting story here because the London Lionhearts, you know, they are the undefeated champions for Bolon. And the Bradford Rams, they were 2nd place last season. They want that run back, but the Stratford Spartans, the new team, the grand finals are going to be held in their venue. So they know, that they want to make it to the finals to play at home in their venue. No duck on the down 4-4, that's not good.
Bluefist looks a bit flustered right now.
Yeah, he looks like he's losing it.
Oh, back one!
Why did we say it?
What did I say? This could be the change of momentum.
Harim flying out of a wall. He needed that to get away from that wall because Steve Zucker betrayed. Lucky trade for Bluefist.
Wow. That backlash still did loads of damage.
It did. It could have ended the round. Oh, the choke again.
The throw breaking has been the death of him.
No whiff punish and below, and Haroon takes it. Well, it was a good start for the Vikings. They did get a first game, but ultimately not the series. Lionhearts going 1-0 up. The York Vikings were looking good, but they need to step it up if they want to compete with London.
Oh, the launch for this!
The launch! Go Sane! What are you doing,
Why would you throw it away like that, bro?
He's messing up the dash juggles. What are you doing? You're not past -15, go Sane.
Got that.
It's an embarrassment to the elf team. All right, no, never mind. With punish.
What are you trying to say, bro? Buff Lars, fam, on this thing.
Pressure. Buffalo's staying composed. Dish.
Oh,
counter
the
hit.
down for 2 counter hit,
One
and
more
that'll
hit.
be it. That'll be it.
And there you go. It is going to be, I believe, Inti versus Tyrant up next. Yes. Ooh. The Bear player versus the Fang player. I think this is a good matchup for Fang because Fang has a lot of options. Fang's got some decent Kuma juggles, if you know them. Bear debug.
Bear debug. Bear bug. Alright.
Oh my god. Oh, in the back!
Nice step by Tyrant. Oh, stomp. Nice option.
Very nice. I think Inti could attack roll Bear, but he didn't.
I know, yeah. Launch that, bro. Don't you know that's launchable, bro?
Oh,
that's
this is going to swap to the wall.
Big damage. Oh, the Oki.
Nice. But Tyrant
Can Tyrant? Oh, the hot kick.
This
and that
could be
might
dead.
be it.
No, not quite.
Oh,
it was a low wall splat.
Inti. Oh, the back one.
York are on the board. It is 2-1, still to the London Lionhearts, but Tyrant very convincingly beating Inti here.
2-0 to Tyrant over Inti, though. That is a good victory for Tyrant.
It's very good. It is very good indeed. But up now we have Haroon versus Buff Lars. Starting to come back, but don't call it a comeback yet.
Oh, the step! No.
Oh, unlucky. Buff Lars just kind of froze. He didn't know what to do, and Haroon took advantage.
Oh, the count hit. Haroon's got that set up on deck, man. Wow.
Oh, he's lucky that was not a forward punish. Gave Buff Lars a chance, but only one more hit.
Haroon closes it out with the perfect.
In a convincing lead, it is 3-1 right now to London.
Ooh.
Up next, we have Ghost Saint versus Tyrant. Series point to go up 4-1. Oh, and yeah, he's just completely confident right now. Tyrant doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Tyrant's just panicking right now, it looks like.
Okay, he's starting to get it started, but Ghost Saint just one little step.
Seen that flow chart before.
Exactly.
The random hop kick, it's not going to work.
Ooh, they whipped over each other there.
It looks like Tyrant's kind of accepted defeat now, but he's trying to...
It's not over yet. If he gets this round, it could be the start of something.
Oh!
Oh, he went under. Lucky break.
Oh, he went for the punishable move.
And that now means it is 4-1 to the London Lionhearts. It's pretty much what I expected, what I predicted before this time. But I will say that York Vikings have been very close in several cases. Must win round for Bluefist if he wants to keep his team in this set.
He can't get hit by those 1-1-1s, man. Inti's going to do it.
He's just trying to keep
the pressure.
Look at this.
Bluefist. Oh, look. He went for it.
Oh, no punish.
Ah, just a bit too far.
Bluefist didn't duck. He could have gone for the 4th hit.
He went for the down back. Oh,
no launch punish.
Oh,
the mid.
Inti's
big
looking
damage
to make this comeback. Oh, he clips him. Oh,
the
race
drive.
Wow, and that might be dead. Oh,
He messing up a juggle. One more hit.
Red
Drop
drive.
blocks.
Oh, he went for it. He
The
bet
below.
it all on that last hit.
Set one to the London Lionhearts. And right now the question is, are the London Lionhearts going to punch their tickets to the finals, or are the Vikings going to keep their dream alive?
The York Vikings are looking to make a comeback. They're
Exactly.
looking to make adjustments.
It's
And they're
never
looking,
over until it's over. They've had
Yeah.
10 minutes to talk,
Yeah.
plan it out. But they've got to deal with this Bob now. And her Rukane's Bob is nasty to
especially
deal
the
with.
first of two.
Yeah, Tyrone just got a bit too fancy and Rukane just interrupted him with a while standing 4 earlier.
Bob's just range is just so phantom.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
counter hit.
man.
How does he keep on catching him on counter
I
hit like
don't know. But to the wall does not get the wall conversion. It was very close. Good try.
Oh, 4-4-2.
The Peruvian Vortex. Look at him go that wave dashing. But he got caught for it. A little bit too fancy. Good with punish.
Oh, what? Wow, he's just making Tyron flustered and just making him whiff.
But Tyron's still staying in it. He's fighting until the
nice.
last breath. Look at this. Ooh. Look at these offensive choices.
The rage art, that's
Rage
gonna
art,
be it.
and that is it.
Rukang with the read takes it 2-0
Wait.
over Tyron. Very
Yes.
well played. We've got Golsane versus Bluefist.
Alright, Ghosting versus Bluefist. Now, Ghosting has lost to some Steve players in the past, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he lost to False God.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
False God is like best Steve UK.
Did-
Golsane hasn't showed him yet that he's going to challenge him with like a Magic 4 down 2-3. So why
the
not?
mid. Bluefist got scared again.
And that's going to be big damage. Oh my gosh.
Nasty.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, catching him stepping as well.
Oh, the back 4. He's just
The
keeping him
punch
honest with
parry.
that back 4. And back 4 is something ridiculous, like 13 frames.
Ghosting is just, look at this pressure right now. The low.
Oh, red
Rage
drive.
drive. Interesting.
Mix up
Tons of damage.
Oh, the spring kick.
They are starting to run away with it.
Definitely.
If York Vikings want to keep in it, then Buffaloes needs a win against Inti right now.
Wow, bro. Buffaloes with the geese, bro. And
Catches him pressing.
Inti actually ducked there.
Catches him pressing again.
The crouch
Inti.
jabs. Inti doesn't know what to do.
Buffaloes messing up his juggles
Yeah,
on
actually-
Rock and Roll Circus.
He actually doesn't know what to do.
Big
versus
damage.
geese.
The follow-up.
Well, he went for the low.
Oh, good step.
He could have grabbed
Nice
him
little
on the
punish.
floor
Could have done.
there. Oh,
but-
back 3-2 and that's dead. No.
No, he messed it up.
Come on.
Inti's got a lifeline.
He just needed to land the first part of the combo. If he loses this. Oh, the Reppuken.
right.
Buffaloes takes it over in.
That means now the York once again is on the board. It's still 2-1 to the London Lionhearts. And again, we've got Rukane and Ghosting going up next. Neither of those two have dropped a game.
Yeah, I think he just messed up the combo there. I think that is the combo.
Yeah, Bluefist could have tech rolled it, and he would have gotten it out. But Rukane is on series point.
Rukang's been counter hitting people with that all day, bro. Well, not all day, but since he's been here. Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Ooh, good interrupt on this show on the Hadouken.
That's what I mean. He's trying to negate his 50-50.
Oh, the grab launch.
Nice.
It's not looking good for Bluefist right now.
Is he going to bet it on the hell sweep? No, it's not. Belly
No,
flop. And
more
one
hit.
more poke. It's going to be
The
a
rage
jab
drive.
down low. Oh, no, it's
And a
not.
whiff punish match. All she wrote. Up next is going to be Ghosting versus Buff Lars. Ghosting has to beat this weirdness from Buff Lars. The weird character swaps.
Well, they
happened
played
earlier.
They played in the last round robin and
Yeah.
Golsane smashed him.
Ghosting is
Do you
not
know?
giving Buff
Do
Lars
you know
a chance.
that Law can actually?
Oh, he's teabagging now.
Do you know Law?
Oh, they're both teabagging. What is going on?
Do you know Law can do a running free
Oh my
right?
god, double flip kick.
Law can do a running free that gets key charge afterwards.
I do know that, yeah. You can do it after a couple moves.
But what else can you do?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure we can do it off of at least one or two other moves. Oh, the counter hit.
Yeah,
but that
he did.
means now the London Lionhearts only need to win one more series and they will be in the grand
Who's going to do
finals.
it? Inti? Yeah.
Inti can do it right now against Tyron. He lost to Tyron last set, so this is his chance for revenge.
He knows he needs to do it.
It's the point. Good float. Inti looking a little scared right now.
Oh, he could have committed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that is the day
spring
one
kick.
Feng strat, bro.
It's nasty feint strat. The pressure. Oh. Tyron just mixing him up right now for free.
Yeah, bro. This is looking really
Good break.
dominant. And Inti
Oh, Rock and Roll Circus.
doesn't look too good right now, but
This
got
could be
the
the
throw.
start of something.
And the get up free. Oh wow.
He's in rage. One more.
Oh, he could have killed him.
Power crush.
Oh,
That's it.
Tyron.
Yeah, York have got to take it game by game right now.
Yeah, like, can Buff Lars deal with Rukang? And he basically gave up against Gosane, so it's like, is he going to do the same against Rukang, or is he going to, play to the fullest?
Exactly. Rukang, one more round, and London Lionhearts in the grand finals. You know Rukang loves that.
The disrespect between these teams.
Absolutely. It's all
they're blockable. What fast unblockable from Bob? That's
for
pretty
real.
Oh,
no,
sidesteps
not
it
again.
out.
Go on, Rukang. Don't be silly. Just end it now. If you can.
Could have ducked that. He's mashing it. He's mashing it.
It's not working, though. 3 times Buffalo stuffed it.
Oh, the roll.
The block.
The belly flop. And again. I knew he was going to do it again. Oh, the down back.
And that's it. And that is it, baby.
That's how Tekken goes sometimes.
Exactly. But London Lionhearts with the good, big, fat 2-0, 5-1 and then 5-2.
Nice.
You're going to be seeing Rukang, Gosane, Inti, and Haroon go up against the Bradford Rams once again. Bradford Rams got their run back. It is going to be London Lionhearts. This is Bradford Rams at the Stratford Boulogne Arena Sunday after the next. But that is it for us today, guys. That's it. I have been Sherdle.
And I've been Dante.
We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching, guys.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, did we not tell you that it was a very exciting week? Those were some pretty excellent matches, right?
It was absolutely amazing. And do you know what? I just got to say, I really enjoyed just watching those guys commentate.
Yeah.
Dante and Sherdle, 2 brilliant texperts. I'm using your
Texperts,
term
thank
here.
you.
All right, you will get paid. And just what an excellent semi-final. And it's a shame we didn't get to see the other one as well, because we actually thought that Bradford and Stratford were going to go really close, but Bradford absolutely decimated Stratford. So it's the final we all wanted. I mean, no one can forget, hopefully, last season's final where we had Xavier Woods with us. We had a 5-hour blockbuster.
I remember. I was waiting in the wings to start the league finals for an extra 2 hours.
I could see you look at...
I kept going back and forth like, they're still doing that? What are they doing?
It was the final that nearly destroyed my voice and my
I know,
career.
the fact that we've even got you here today still speaking is, incredible to me, because it was just... If you did not watch it, and I know I talk about this final all the time, but it is one of the most incredible things I have ever seen in my entire time in esports. It was just... Every point that we thought the Rams were down and out, they just came back. And is that what we see from them throughout this season? Are they a team that just keep fighting?
They keep fighting and they keep growing, and I think that's what's so amazing about the Rams. That final last season had tears of joy, tears of sadness. It had absolutely everything. And the Rams, a lot of people will say, and I think if you've been watching Sherdle and Dante commentate throughout the season, they've kept saying that London are the favourites, and you can't deny that. But the Rams, they are better than they have ever been. And very interestingly, some lore to take into next week is that yesterday we had the last chance qualifier for the Tekken World Tour Finals. 320 players from all over the world entered this final in Amsterdam, and the player from the UK that finished top in 12th place out of 320 players from around the world was Bradford Rams' Guki Akuma. And London's best player, Rukang, finished in the top 32. And I've got to give a big up to our texpert Sherdle. He finished in top 32 as well.
He did. He
did very well.
He did incredibly, yeah.
So I think going into next week, do not rule Bradford out. If they don't have an answer for Guki Akuma, that may be 3 points every round robin that they always pick up. So we'll see.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I cannot wait. It's because I'm not casting it. That's why I'm excited. I don't know if the casters are quite so excited, but yeah, it is set to be incredible. Now, what we're going to do is move on to social media. Now, this is our last set of tweets. You know I've been loving them. I've been loving the hashtag doggos that belong. That's been my main go-to. But this week, it's our last show, so we're going to take a look at some of our teams, because we do love our arenas. We have loved being out on the road. So first up, we have got... Now, these guys might look a little bit young. They are not one of our teams, but it is our Belong London Arena, and they have had a fantastic time. They've been doing some Rocket League challenges, which is something I know people have been begging us to have in Arena Clash as well, Rocket League. So if you do love it, definitely get down to your arenas and put in a good word. But so they've had lots of new players in. So always, remember that the arenas aren't just for Arena Clash. They aren't just for semi-pros or pros. They are just for everybody to come down, have a good time, learn some new games, or play their favourite ones. So yeah, very keen to see young new faces. And then next up, we have got, again, new faces in Belong MK, which is where we were last week. So they had the Xbox Game Pass event where you could come down, play tons of different games. These ladies, as you can tell by their very snazzy glasses, were playing PUBG. So that's another way you can get involved if you are an Xbox player. Come down.
Are they, like, those glasses with the holes in and they got PUBG, or does someone spray painted PUBG on the glasses? Because they're not going to be very useful if that's the case.
I'm hoping they've got holes in.
Or is they going to be walking into walls?
Yeah, it's not the best strategy if they are just spray painted on. But fingers crossed those women made it safely out the store and aren't just bouncing around in there.
Walking out blindly.
Exactly. All right, let's take a look at tweet number 3. Now, we've had a lot of costumes this season. I feel like
For a minute, I thought they'd censored his face out. It took me a while to realise what was going on there.
Yeah, exactly. This player was just too hot to handle, so we have pixelated his face. Weirdly, it's turned out looking like Minecraft. But, you know.
That's a risky look of the Bradford Rams. And someone pointed out that risky look's pixelated face looks a lot like Wiki's face on the right with the goatee. You can actually see the similarity.
It really does, actually. I'm liking that a lot. I kind of want him to play the finals like that. I feel like.
If he does that, he'll get a pat on the back from me.
Yes, exactly. I'm sure London Lionhearts would quite like to see him play with a cardboard box on his head as well. Now, moving on, we've got Belong Cardiff. So we have, if you are not aware, we have 3 different tournaments running throughout the year, as well as lots of mini tournaments. So Arena Clash is the top tier of our tournaments. It's where our very best players compete. But if you're still getting into esports, if you're still learning your title, there are in fact 2 other tournaments you can get involved with. So we've got Challengers underneath Arena Clash, and we've also got the Underground League, who've already finished up their season, and Belong Cardiff, their Overwatch Underground League, they won this season. So they are looking very happy with themselves, as you can see, and congratulations to them because they have had a really, really fantastic season. So I'm sure they won't be in the Underground League for long.
Well, good at winning the games, but one of them wasn't actually particularly good at looking at the camera. He was looking somewhere else.
Maybe he was looking at a screen. He's just, very, very focused. And finally, as I said, I love dogs. We've had our fantastic hashtag doggos that belong. Keep sending them in. I'm going to be checking them in the off season. Don't worry about that. But Matt from Belong, he is our marketing manager, and he got himself probably the most adorable puppy I've ever seen and asked for a little bit of help. But I think he did go for Mara with the name. So I was going to get you guys to vote, but I think apparently he has already gone for Mara. But yeah, we just thought we'd sneak in the very last doggo that belongs for this season. Now I'm going to move on to Hip Rain. You've earned yourself this 10 minutes on the show. You've done a good job so far. You've managed to rein in the clapping. You've helped adjust mics.
Sort of a mic, yeah.
So we're gonna risk having a chat with you.
Okay, let's have a chat.
All right, so let's talk league this season because we've had some interesting teams. We've had a bit of a mix-up in some of our teams that we've seen last season that were kind of winners, go-to champions, and then we've had a mix-up in rosters and things like that. So what's it been like? How different was it from last season?
Well, for the most part, the season's actually run pretty much the same. I mean, Arena Clash has always had its own kind of like micro meta, so we've seen champions get picked for typically in like the higher leagues you don't see, but I think that's kind of what's part of the charm from Arena Clash is, there's just so many more things that can come out. Someone hovers a pick and you're like, they're not going to pick that. And then they pick it. I have had my heart played with by, I believe it was the Bristol Smugglers. I have to have a chat with someone here, actually. Hold on. Because they promised me Lux, which is my main champion, and they hover it every game and they never pick it. And they said, we'll pick it for you. And it's a bit of a shame because you said we're reining in the claps, but Bristol Smugglers, they didn't rein in the claps. In their games today, not today, in their games on Thursday, whatever day we're on, they clapped in the bot lane. Hinamori and Ches popped off. They played fantastic versus Flubber and Officer Naughty, who are the reigning champions, the Portsmouth Pirates are the team who have won every consecutive Arena Clash League of Legends titles, and Flubber has been the man who has carried that team, and Flubber fell apart. It was like the scene from Rick and Morty where Summer and Rick get really buff and then beat up Satan. That was kind of what bot lane looked like. It was brutal, and great props to them. They had a really good free game series, went all the way. We also had the Clyde Claymores taking on, I can't remember who, so you have to remind me because I just had a massive brain fart on air, but it doesn't matter. They took on
Let me have a look. I can check on my trusty iPad. So we had the Clyde Claymores taking on the Nottingham Alt.
That's the one, Nottingham Alt. Nottingham Alt obviously new to the tournament last season. They came in, they made top 4 last season. Again, they make top 4 this season as well. So 2 seasons in a row in the tournament, having some pretty good showing versus the Clyde Claymores. Another series went all the way to 3. And it was quite back and forth. Game 1 and 2 were fairly like... One team won very hard, the next team won very hard, and then game 2 was very competitive. In the current meta of League of Legends, the turret plating is really kind of defining the kind of snowball and the speed of the game. But we didn't actually see a turret fall until the plating had fallen off. So the game actually went back to the League of Legends we know and love, and at a lot slower pace for that final game. So we had 6 incredible games of League of Legends this week, and me and Tig, I'm amazed we had voices afterwards. I had a sore throat yesterday, I'm not going to lie. It's just about cleared up for finals, which is going to be fine. But yeah, we had some really, really fun games in the league.
So what would be your kind of top tips for the teams heading into the finals next week?
I feel if we're looking towards the laning as well, I think that's where we really want to be looking at, because these games so far have been defined by the laning phase. The team fighting... Maybe in game 3 was quite big, but a lot of laning was where the weaknesses were showing for some teams, and where the game was kind of running away from teams because the gold was just getting too large. They weren't able to close the gaps, and it all comes down to that at the moment, because the game can be decided very quickly and close out extremely quickly. I mean, we were seeing games close in 23 minutes, which... Everyone who does League of Legends, a lot of producers are like, we're going to have 40-minute games. It's like, not at the moment, guys. The games are quick, they are powerful, and they're fast. And if you're a team falling behind, it's not falling into the traps and taking unfavorable fights. So get your head in the right place. Don't let those games affect you, because what we did see, while Flubber was being beaten down, game 3, he did come back, and he did look revitalized. He didn't look like the games had actually got to him. You know, he'd had 2 hard games. And it looked to me like his mental hadn't been shaken from the way he was playing, and he had a fantastic game. So don't let the losses get to you. Don't let them break your mental, and fix your laning phase.
Well, those are your tips. Make sure you're taking them in as you watch this week's League of Legends semi-finals.
Hello and welcome back to Arena Clash. We are here to find out who will be going through to the grand finals next week. My name is Jake Hitbrain Matthews, and joining me here on the caster desk is Celtic Tiger Brennan, and we'll be bringing you all the action as we have 2 best-of-3s to decide who are the last 2 teams standing. First up, it will be the Nottingham Alt taking on the Clyde Claymore.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is where things kind of heat up a bit. I was going to say that towards the quarterfinals. They started heating. Now it's a little hotter. Really
Simmer
hot
down,
finals.
yeah. Ready for the finals, which will be coming live from the Stratford Spartans Belong store in Stratford, obviously, London. So if you do want to come down, you can actually come check out all the action.
Should be able to get a lot of pressure down, but Terrakio still with relatively little mana, but here's Hoff of the top lane.
Hoff doesn't have 6 yet, but he's got the damage. He just flashes in, and Wilco goes down. Now Wilco actually, in zombie form, is trying to chase after him, but not going to be able to get the mark. Not going to be able to get that pot kill. It's Cloud Drake. Robson's low. Actually, Ewan can just go for him here. He has the flash, stuns him in place. Mighty Boosh is coming forward, and Ewan gets himself a nice and easy kill. Now Mighty Boosh has the ignite, has the heal from Ewan. Europe goes in, tries to get the kill. The blast going to safety, and Ewan gets out with a sliver of health.
I mean, they've been avoided as opposed to him outright missing them, but yeah, it's been a little unfortunate.
Predator in the mid. Fallen Rain doesn't have flash, and there is going to be an ultimate to pin him in place. He gets stunned, locked down, and dragged through the minefield as Terrakio takes him down. Nice and simple. They're teleporting in behind here. Maybe looking for the play. Hoff actually looking to jump in. Does not have that fear beyond death. Goes in for the purge. Here comes the Tarm Kench delivering in 2 members. Catchy running away. Gets slowed up, and now they're looking for the chase. Bro, just Europe flashes in. Buddy Bush goes down.
I think he finally managed to finish that frozen mallet in the last game.
Wilco actually just turns it around. 1v2. Hoff does have that ultimate available to him, and Wilco has no flash. Hoff hot in the chase. The shield's coming up for Wilco, and he's just way too tanky. Hoff could not cut through him. Yeah, Wilco does not have ultimate available. Fallen Rain just used the shockwave. Is on cooldown for the moment. Catchy stepping forward, gets a big chunk of damage on, but Europe forced to jump over. Explosive cast pins him to the wall. Passy's looking to gobble him up and make sure he gets out. Nobody dies. Good gobble. Ewan actually does have that impale, can bring him back into Europe, who steps forward, piercing like an X onto 2. That's 2 quick kills as Robster now is going to be on. Patsy in the top lane is going to get gobbled up as Hoff use the ultimate. That's 2 quick kills, make it 3. Only Wilco stands, has a turret to get himself a kill though. Hoff goes down, and that's one in the mid as well, as Fallen Rain makes his way up towards the top side as well. The second Infernal Drake is spawning up. If Claymores can get this, they'll equalize out on that. If they lose it, but that's going to be the jumping in. Plant Lady goes down. Shockwave lands, and Europe gets himself a kill. Hoff's in the middle of the fight. He's very, very low. Robster's low. The Mega Inferno Bomb did connect. In goes Ewan. In goes Europe. Fallen Rain's low, and Europe's hunting and chasing him down. A double kill as he gets picked up on the back line, but they're not done. A double kill onto the Ezreal. Patsy gobbles up a zombie, spits him out, and Teriyakio is unstoppable. That's going to be the Infernal Drake gifted over to the Glide Claymores. Shockwave's coming out. Fallen Rain actually getting flanked onto. He gets impaled, and Europe takes him down. 4 versus 5, and Baron is on the board. But maybe for now, they're looking just to go all the way into the base and start cracking open some turrets. That's a Mega Inferno Bomb. That's a lot of damage. The Fear Beyond Death. Hoff goes under the turret, gets himself a fear. The turret goes down. True Shot Barrage clips onto Teriyakio as we're seeing Wilco trying to clear out these minions if he can hold out for longer. But Ewan's tanking up. Hoff stepping forward. A lot of damage has gone through onto the turret, but Europe is just way too low. Hoff throws out the Q, and they're going to step away.
But might have been nice.
Oh, Ewan,
here we
he
go.
comes. He's running up. Great grab though as Mighty Boosh takes a culling to the face, throws out the ultimate. Europe can just chase the Mega Inferno Bomb, gobbles him up and takes him down. Passy makes sure Europe makes it out. And the wave should actually crash into it, so it should go down fairly soon. Europe actually gets himself the pick. The culling's going to come through. That's going to be Mighty Boosh running away. He does actually get out alive. The ultimate is whipped. Great big bulb comes through from the ultimate as Europe trying to get himself a kill. Diving into the back line. He's going to get pinned up. He's going to get taken down. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far.
If you just removed that from the equation, I think that fight would have been a lot less close.
Shockwave. Ewan just gets gobbled up by Patsy to make sure he's alive. That's going to be a Mega Inferno Bomb on the 4, and it just wrecks them. Fallen Rain gets himself a kill onto Patsy, and now they're looking to chase up. Ewan is into the back line. The Fear Beyond Death by Hoff. It's huge as Europe gets himself a kill. Wilco's going to go down as Ewan takes him out. 3 members of the Ult fall down, and Claymores may just be looking to close this out here. Teriyakio takes a big chunk. Actually, he jumps in. Hoff flashes forward, and Europe shuts him down. Robster is the only one who remains, with Europe and Hoff chasing Hoff on the heels. He dashes over. The Blade of the Ruin King comes forward, and it's the full ace for the Glide Claymores. Just after Infernal Drake, Hoff could be on the receiving end of a gank, just sidesteps away from Wilco. Actually, Hoff might just look to go onto Fallen Rain here. Shockwave connects. Hoff is very, very tanky, and actually, with the Fear Beyond Death, 1v2, Hoff comes up huge. Now he's got Robster looking to chase him down, but Hoff is not done. The rest of the team are looking to end the game here as we see the Ziggs. Teriyakio takes down a kill. Hoff is still not done. He is still working his way through Wilco, denying him from re-entering in. The rest of the team are onto the Nexus turrets, and they are taking them down. Mega Inferno Bomb lands onto Diddley's squad, but it means nothing because the Nexus crumbles, and the Glide Claymores punch themselves a ticket to the Grand Finals.
And what a deserved entry towards the finals there in the last stages. Ewan finding those picks and Teriyakio destroying people on the Ziggs. That is going to be a big thing to look at next week.
Shaven Tortoise actually looking for a kill onto Brian Cox. Has got that lethal tempo, looking to fear him up, and Brian Cox can just slide away. As actually, you're going to see it hook land onto Flubber, gets flayed back. The Ignite's down. One more tick. Can the Ignite kill it? Jez flashes and slaps him in the back of the head. Flubber potentially getting multiple supports to keep him alive as Hinamori is actually looking to try and keep Ches up here. Ches ignited, trying to stay up, lands the hook, and the Ignite's not going to be enough to get the kill, but Shaven Tortoise is jumping in. Hinamori gets one answered out as Shaven Tortoise goes for the dive. Flubber gets the kill. That's the paranoia. We're jumping in. Flubber's forced to flash away, and Hinamori has that Ignite to stay up, uses the ultimate to keep himself alive. Gonna stay up, and nobody goes down in the bot lane. 3 versus 2. Still pretty bad situation to be in as Ches lands the hook underneath the turret. They're going in for more. Shaven Tortoise is going to be filleted up, and he's running away. Throws out the ultimate to stay alive. And Wolf just got a massive injection of cash, which is going to be very, very big for them as Ches takes a hook, gets the flay, throws at the lantern to keep himself alive, gets ignited. That's going to be the hook as Yossi's coming in, decimating smash. Hinamori lands the Void Seeker, but Divinus is here and they're a little bit too worried to continue to fight as Brian Cox. Paranoia wasn't quite available yet.
Can't quite make the play because of that. Can't force some kind of flash ult play, so kind of walking off, maybe looking for this 4-man dive now. You will have a Nocturne there to respond. They're going to go for the play.
Diving onto Ches, the box is in. That's going to be Brian Cox leaping into the fray. The fear's going to connect, and now he's looking to chase around for more. Divinus tries to make his way in with the ultimate, not going to be enough. This is a 1-for-1 trade. Going to see them suppress up Yossi, but Yossi's into the fight. Flubber flashes over the wall. Hinamori trying to stay alive. She ults back to stay up and use. Yossi is still going. He's burning out, but he's not going to go down, and that is only just a 1-for-1. Sorry, 2, because Ches died as well. Might not be able to, depends on how long there is an interval between, but for now they're bringing it in on the hunt and it's being thrown out as Brian Cox uses the spell shield. He's looking for the player. Hook lands onto a minion. In comes Wolf, his own teleport, misses out though on the petrifying gaze, but Officer Naughty dredge lines away. The poison's ticking and Wolf finds his 4th kill. Turret's currently just above half HP. Hinamori should be able to clear out of the way, but Yossi's jumping in. That's going to be the ultimate thrown out by Brian Cox. They jump in and they're going front to back in this fight. Not able to find a kill quite yet. A great petrifying gaze will lock Rhydona down, but the health bars are just so low for the side of the smugglers. But the pirates are looking to chase. Hook goes wide and nobody dies in the fight. How are we looking as we go towards the late game here for a team like the Bristol Smugglers, for a team like the Portsmouth Pirates?
Your carries are great, but Nocturne, of course, falls off pretty heavily. You could swap over to maybe crit-based Nocturne, but okay,
he's just going to go in onto Flubber into the middle of 5 and just gets locked down and taken out. Yossi charges in, a 3-man knockup, and the Miasma to work through them, trying to go front to back as Ches launches into the fight. Hinamori gets 1, and now they're looking to chase into Shaven Tortoise. The TP's there as Divinus is forced to flash away. Ches flash misses out of the hook, and now Wolf is going in with a Miasma of his own. Hinamori just ripping through them, a double kill. Hinamori comes up huge, and the slows are cutting them down. The Bristol Smugglers dismantle and destroy the Portsmouth Pirates.
And now it's going to be the Baron for them. They're able to turn this into a Baron straight away. It's only the Malzahar you're dealing with against you. Massive swing towards you. I say that. It's only evened the gold with this Baron being the big swing.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the Divinus getting hooked up. They're actually looking for the cleanse. He's slowing out, tries to get the suppression out, and now we're going to see Wolf stay alive. Gets the shutdown, but gets picked up in the back line. Not going to get Baron Nashor.
Here is the Baron dance.
Crab's going to time out. And that's going to be Yossi jumping in, only lands a knock up into 1. Nature's Grasp is there. We can already see Brian Cox leaps into the back. Flubber takes him down. Hinamori staying alive for the moment. Officer Naughty will be the first victim for the side of the Portsmouth Pirates. It's a 1-for-1 and Wolf ignited.
Elixir of Sorcery bought onto Cassiopeia. Maybe they're starting to look for a game-winning push here.
I think they are. That's going to be the Nature's Grasp. Hook goes wide. The suppression onto Yossi. They do have a lantern to try and keep him up. He's trying to stay alive for as long as possible, but he will get picked up as Divinus is going to go onto a killing spree, trying to take down as many members as possible, but unable to. Ches misses out on yet another hook, and you can see Wolf is getting engaged onto. Shaven Tortoise gets boxed up, and now they're peeling away. Wolf needs to stay alive, and he's able to do so. The Bristol Smugglers not able to use their Baron quite effectively enough. Forcing the play, but they do get Divinus' flash and cleanse out. This is going to be the Nature's Grasp. Can they disengage? The Paranoia is going to get thrown out. As we can see, Officer Naughty's use that depth charge. Brian Cox goes golden into the fight. Flubber very, very low. Oh, the lantern out, but Flubber with the auto attack, able to secure the kill. Yossi very, very low HP.
Okay, Death Brush it. Maybe you can make a pick this way.
Oh, that's going to be the hook. That's going to be the Miasma. They're looking to cut through. Nature's Grasp is on. This is going to be the fight. Yossi gets suppressed up, and he's already managed to pop something. That's going to be the looking for a kill. Is it going to be one? Officer Naughty, the first victim of the fight. Now we can see Wolf trying to chase, but the health bars are so low for the side of the Bristol Smugglers, so they have to peel away.
That's a big one.
This has to be a big fight.
It might be too late already. They're pretty far away, and Sivir and Malzahar are pretty far ahead.
Yeah, they're going to be able to cut through this. That's
gone.
Half HP, not going to go down in time. Teleport's coming out. That's going to be the ultimate coming through. Oh my God! Hinamori, you absolute animal! And Brian Cox jumps in. Hook goes a little bit wide, but Ches has flashed onto Flubber. The health bars are low, and they're now looking looking to get themselves a couple more kills. Hinamori is burning through, but with a GA, will be able to resurrect. Wolf throws down the ultimate and is trying to jump through Rhydona as Hinamori flashes over the wall to dodge away from Shaven Tortoise. He's jumping onto Hinamori, but Hinamori shuts him down, and now he's looking for Flubber. This could just be the fight. Oh my god, can they do this? Their health bars are still way too low, and Hinamori is burning out as Divinus takes him down. Divinus, Yussi in the passive form, hasn't got the HP to get the kill, and it's going to be 2 members of the Smugglers standing. Oh my god! Bated breath. It looks like for now they're just going to have to give up Baron. Someone should go catch that bot lane if they're not going to contest, but it looks like Yussi wants to come into the pit. That Baron very, very low, gets silenced up. Yussi can look to charge it, but that is Baron going down in favor of the Portsmouth Pirates, and now they're running forward, trying to get themselves a couple of game-ending kills. Brian Cox jumps into the back line, trying to get himself a kill on 2-1, but he gets hooked up and taken down instantly as Wolf. Miasma's just way too low. It's a 4v5 with Baron in favor of the Portsmouth Pirates.
The Portsmouth Pirates, Divinus as well. He's so strong as they continue this push. 4v5.
That's a hook.
Minion with them.
They're trying to get the damage onto Shaven Tortoise. Yussi gets suppressed up with the Never Grasp and instantly splatted down. The Nature's Grasp also coming forward. That's a hook underneath the turret as Yussi, now in zombie form, tries to put a little bit of damage out here and there, but it's just not enough. Inhibitor number 3 is going to go down here as the Portsmouth Pirates, they may have just done it. It has to be a miracle by Wolf, by Hinamori and Ches if they want to keep this going. Turret's going to go down. That's going to be a hook on the Ches, but instantly into the Death Judge as we can see Hinamori underneath the turret trying to get that damage down, but that's going to be one already picked up. Flubber's low. Hinamori dives into the back line. Is trying to make it work. Only gets one, but it's all over. The Portsmouth Pirates will make finals once again, and the Bristol Smugglers walk home empty-handed.
That was Portsmouth Pirates turning it around. These are your returning champions, and I'm not sure the finals can match that, because there's a lot that will need to show up, because Smugglers had a really good showing. They looked like they really could contest it, but in the end, the Pirates, like especially the Nocturne, just fell off, and it got to late game. Those team fights were so heavily Pirates favored.
Catch us on Sunday for the Sunday recap show, and we will see you on Saturday live from the Stratford Spartans store for the grand finals to be finding out who is going to be crowned the Arena Clash Grand Champions. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you next week.
Well, as ever, I've been joined by some of the players here at Belong Bristol. Great to have you guys on the show. I'm going to start off with you, Jacob. So tell us a little bit about what you do here at the Arena.
So I am an arena specialist. My job is to basically make this happen. Setting up the arena, just making it a community.
And so, as we were saying earlier in the show, we love this arena. We've heard nothing but good things about it. So when we came, we were like, is it going to live up to it? And it really has. So how have you built such a positive community here?
I think a lot comes down to the staff. So just making sure that we're there for the community and reaching out to everyone. Just making it a good atmosphere. I think that's how it goes.
And so how do you choose teams? Because obviously that's what we're here to talk about.
Yep.
You guys have got some really good ones. So, what was the selection process?
So leading up to Clash, there was a massive kind of push for the qualifiers. So we had one of the highest in the country in terms of numbers, and so it was just getting everyone in, and then on the actual qualifier days, getting people in to work. I think it must have been for like League of Legends, we had probably around 40 people in, so there are quite a lot of people, and it's just building the right team. So a lot of people already had relationships built already, and we're looking for kind of what makes a team as well as good playing, and I feel like that's what makes us strong. So yeah.
So how do you build your teams? Because one of the things that I always say, I think every week when I chat to teams is, it is an unusual way to put a team together in Arena Clash, because usually you come as a team yourselves, and that's how you. But here you've had to build a team. So how do you make sure that they do gel?
Well, I guess a large part is through the qualifiers themselves. People, a lot is asking the individuals kind of what their preference is. We had a bit of an interesting time with the Overwatch, especially, where there was a member that couldn't stay part of like the A team,
So
It was a shame.
yeah, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Well, my sub became full-time, so...
Yeah, exactly.
You've been very diplomatic. I like it.
You have to be. But yeah.
So for people who don't get chosen for the teams, who aren't quite at that level yet, what else can they do at the arenas?
Well, there is the community night still, so even if they're not part of Clash, they can still come along to the evenings, either to kind of play or also to watch and support. That is always appreciated. Other than that, it's just general kind of being here. We got on a few events on, depends, publishers, that sort of thing, and yeah, general pay to play.
And so what's your most popular game here? Because I'm very intrigued.
I mean, most popular is obviously Fortnite.
Yeah?
Obviously. Reluctantly, I must admit, but yeah.
You're not a Fortnite fan?
It would make my life easier if we didn't have it, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no stopping that trade. Is
Nah, sadly not.
Yeah, as when we got here today, there were pretty much like a line of kids outside flossing, ready to go.
Yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
That's clearly the big title. And so, what do you do to kind of keep your teams quite as good as they are? Because you guys, you are an impressive set across the board. So, what is it that you're doing that's kind of bringing your teams together, that's keeping them in that tip-top shape?
I guess just, I think the biggest thing is communication between teams. So just making sure that everyone is gelling together and kind of keeping up their practice together. So yeah, I think that's kind of
I like that.
practice makes
Communication and
perfect.
practice is just genuinely, it sounds dull, doesn't it? But it is the thing that works.
Just
You need to
grinding
be able
towards the result. Yeah.
All right, I want to get you to pass the mic over to Che. Now, you are part of the Overwatch team, so tell us about your role within the team.
My main role is pretty much flex, but it seems to be obviously off support or DPS at the moment. It obviously depends on how the team is feeling in between rounds. If obviously someone's getting tired, I will fill the role that they don't want to do for, like, say, if I'm tired of healing for now, so could you take over Moira or Lucio for the speed? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll swap right over.
And how do you stay on top of being a flex? Because I think for me, like, I'm just a tank, so it's like, I've learnt Diva, I'm pretty good there, I can hop on Winston if needs be, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But a flex, it's, as you said, it's whatever somebody needs to step off, whatever the team needs at that point. So how do you stay at the level of the rest of your team, which you have to, and yet master so many heroes?
I just, obviously, I enjoy knowing that I can pretty much fill in for every spot at any minute given. So if the enemy team's obviously swapped to like an anti-dive with Anna stopping us, we need to obviously coordinate and change it up for us. So if we're obviously a slow-moving team, we're going to have to switch up to Lucio to get us in there and ball fast, so we can get rid of it before it all starts to crumble.
So do you have, who would be your favourite, or do you have a favourite role in particular?
It's hard because I love most of them. Obviously, Moira, Lucio, and Zen are my top healers, no doubt. Flanking-wise, be Tracer. Tank-wise, it'd be probably a Winston or Diva at the moment. It's really hard to say because, as I've said, I love everyone.
Say you're good across everything. You've got kind of affinity for lots of different roles. So, what was it that kind of brought you in to belong Bristol?
Funny enough, it was just we just saw it one day. It's like, oh, never seen this before coming in. It was an Overwatch 3 day as well, so it's sponsoring the anniversary of Overwatch, which was pretty neat. And then obviously it was you and Mitch that came up and said, "Oh, do you want to obviously sign up?" I'm like, I've never thought of it, but hell, why not? Yeah. I didn't think I'd be up to this point now, so I'm happy I've gotten this far, and I'd love to keep going.
And so, how have you found it playing competitively? Because I assume it was probably the first time you were in a competitive team?
Obviously, like, I was just doing this for casual at first. I'm like, oh god, I don't like competitive. It makes me stressed and sweaty. Like, oof. But now that I've done it, I've obviously been with people now. It's made me feel a lot more comfortable, and I love the challenge. Yeah. So if I lose, it's going to make me want to go more.
And how have you found it? As I said, being in a team that you necessarily, didn't necessarily put together yourself.
Obviously, the first time we did this back in summer, it was nerve-wracking, but obviously communication is key, as he's said. The more you practice with each other, and every week you come in here to get more practice in, you feel more confident and know that you're going to go on.
And so how have you found it in the season so far, playing against other teams where there's not necessarily quite such a fixed meta as there is if you look at kind of Overwatch League, if you look at contenders where there's a bit more, everybody's playing a certain style. How have you found it with the various mixture of metas that we have in Arena Clash?
Yeah, definitely we struggle with goats. We know that one. But we obviously do know to look around that now, so we'll use like anti-dives, double explosions. It's just obviously building the communication, knowing how we're going to communicate when we jump or dive in. That's pretty much it, really, I would say.
Yeah, coming to just addressing things reactively. I think that's what we've heard a lot of this season, is that it is about the teams that can communicate doing the best, because they're the ones that can, on the fly, switch things up, which obviously is your speciality.
Yes.
Now, I understand that you have brought a little bit of a mascot, which I have to say I have seen already, and it has blown me away. So if you want to hold that up.
Yeah, sure thing. So here's the little guy, obviously modelled after the Bristol Smugglers. Obviously, I was just happy to be here. The staff are lovely. It made me want to appreciate more. Yes, I love you too. So why not? So obviously modelled it from 3D modelling to 3D printing overall. So this is the first version.
How long did it take? Because it is. We thought that you had just bought this, and it is incredible. He literally
I
made
appreciate
this
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So took about 3D's modelling, because obviously I'm still new to all this. Then it's obviously getting the model, the print out properly, because imagine I've failed this a few times. That's
some very
just the
squids out there.
highlight of making them. So I would say this took about a week in total to make this from scratch to finish.
Oh, wow. Well, it is absolutely fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
I love that you brought that, because, for us, what we've discovered going around week by week is that these communities are just incredible. You guys, you really get behind your arenas. You are a smuggler. And so to see that you brought something that is just incredible. Like, definitely. Like last week we had a stuffed fish, which I did enjoy the stuffed fish. But this week we've got kind of a hand-modelled, 3D printed, incredible octopus. So you guys next season you're really going to have to top this. This is our finale.
There's going to be a
mascot.
version 2 of this soon, so don't worry about that.
Oh, okay, I'm very excited. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been lovely to talk to you guys. Very happy to have you as our very last guests of the season. And finishing up on Overwatch, we're going to take a look at the semi-finals from last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semi-finals of the Overwatch Arena Clash. My name is John Allen, and with me is Blank. Take it away.
Today, we've got some interesting matches for you, because it is none other than the semi-finals.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have the Saints and the Steelers up first. You can see on the top side of the bracket, both 3-0 in their respective quarterfinals, and then the Pirates and the Spartans up later on. The Pirates, the only team to actually lose any maps in that quarterfinal stage, so going to be looking to them to prove themselves against one of the stronger touted teams in the tournament, the Spartans.
Saints now only have the sound barrier, but that should be more than enough to build up to the next Earth Shadow. Django is at 36%. That might seem low, but it is enough. Now they've been given a big flank here from the Steelers. Not much to work with other than the self-destruct, but there's a wraparound. They're going to get back onto the point.
They've given them the old do-si-do, and they are around the backside already. There's Carulia still having that self-destruct sequence. Evelino, however, in a little bit of trouble. Is going to get flame strike down by Django, sorry.
Oh my God,
there's the charge. Ruggy Ram falls, and it is going to be the Saints still holding Chimpy, able to dispatch Lithium, and that Zappy Zaya is going to take another mech.
And this was such a clean fight for them. The wraparound just does not work, and Carulius is going to get heavily staggered here, not allowed to get out. 95%. They will not have the Diva coming to the spike, but the Saints have 9 on all 5 ultimates up, and they drop down. There's just a couple of players on the point, but
they always get the flip. There's the double kill on the self-destruct sequence. Just in time, the Saints step back. They are able to sweep the Steelers under the rug, and they are going to be able to take map number 1 in a nail-biting first map. Magic Marv is hacked up in the sidelines,
too late
for the charges there. It is just a little bit too late. Flabberjack not quite able to get the trigger done on the EMP, and with it the Steelers are going to start to crumble. The Saints moving it on forwards as he is going to fall down. Ruggy Ram not able to go for the contest. Evelino tries
running into
to move there, but it is just not quite enough. They are still moving it on forwards. They have the Brigitte, they have the Rally, they have got the Lucio, but the Shatter's out. Carulius not going down. The Graviton Surge to pull them all together, but it is just one lonely Zarya and no self-protective barriers. Lucio trying to do his best. He's not going down just yet.
Not too bad.
Able to shut it away. Tracer's back in. Okay, I see what's going on here. The Steelers trying to come back. The Reinhardt's in as well. There's the Hail Biotic Grenade, but it is not enough. The Saints are able to take the second game.
Moving forward. Trap just went down. You saw it. You bloody saw it.
I should have done anyway. He's looking at the floor, but maybe not.
That's a great beat Diva
Sound
boost.
barrier.
Moves the Ana into an unfavourable position. Now it's a 6v4. This could be it here, John.
They're moving on forwards. They're going for the contest. Self-destruct sequence on both teams, and Corolius gets the double. It's absolutely huge. There's only one found, but it's Flabberjack to go down. No pressure on the counter Widow. They might be able to move it forwards. The Riptide from Spawn. They are trying to give them a little bit more strength. They have got 5 seconds. There's 2 on the point. They could find no. They're not going to be able to do it. The Saints, they're able to take the victory. They are going to London.
They've been playing so much. They've been scrumming so hard, and it looks like all that time has just paid off now. This is not the final we expected. This is not the final we expected whatsoever. We do have one more matchup. It's the Pirates versus Stratford, and this is incredible, John. There are so many good teams in this tournament at the moment. If they play it correctly, this point should be theirs, and so will Li Jiang. Spartans, however, they've got a lot of things to work with. They did not invest the Graviton late in that fight like Urulu did, so they will have the bigger bang combo, and that's exactly what they're going for now.
Kotanks is going to charge on forwards, and the Earth Shatter is there to stop them moving back.
Oh, he's forced to drop the
self-destruct. Oh, the Shatter! It's huge! Hazabella! Triple kill! Able to get the T-Mic as well. Ice Phoenix is going to tear through them with the Coalescence. No amount of rallying is going to save you here, but the Pirates, they move up to that 98% that you were talking about, Blank. This is the crucial turning point for the Spartans.
And like you said, John, though, Kotanks, you just 6-man shatter him, right?
Why not?
Yeah.
Just press Q, forehead.
Easy peasy, but both teams now, they're cut down when it comes to ultimates, both sides. Urulu will be coming up onto a Graviton, though. Managed to charge that up a little bit in that fight. Disclosure will also have the Nano, so Ops will be able to swing into this Graviton, be able to do that extra damage. There is no Transcendence, so that damage will be free. Mr. Trix desperately trying to get up to his sound barrier, but a lovely pick. The Nano boost is gone.
Very nice armor pack coming out, and Kotanks almost up to another Earth Shatter. He has lapped
They have to go. They have to go
They
now.
have to move forwards 94%, and it's out. He's going to send them down. They're going to be sent packing back to spawn. The Biotic Grenade is the last-ditch attempt, and the 99 is going to tick away. They do not touch, and the Spartans, they will hold the line. There we go. Urulu, though, will get the scout down. He's right behind Leonia right now.
Detected. But you don't have eyes in the back of your cloak, mate.
Yeah, on the back of that cowl, it's not going to work, unfortunately. The spray down coming through, and Biotic Grenade just instantly hits. Oh, what a nice 180 from Hazabella. He's going to get hacked up nonetheless. And they are just going to turn around and try and deal with the hack, but Carry Harry gets first kill there. It is rezzed up pretty quickly, and they're already very close to this first one. The charge, though, takes Hazabella down. They trade it for the Ana. Leonia, instead of opting to heal the rest of the team, is just going to go for that damage, that DPS, and leaving Mr. Trix to try and heal the rest of the squad.
One thing to take note of is Kotanks is only on 38% as of far. It's pretty poor towards the beginning of the game. And I think, to be fair, the Pirates have been doing a really good job, and Carry Harry has had a great season, but he does find Leech now.
They are very close to this point. All they need is to find a couple of inches forwards, less than a meter to go. But the Pirates drop the nano boost. They are going to hold strong for now, but there's still 3 minutes left on the clock, and the Spartans are pretty difficult to deal with. Graviton Surge is going to come through. That's going to pull everyone towards them. It got Ops as well. There's the sleep going down. The High Noon's not there. They're off the payload, and the Spartans, they take the second map. They are on match point now after Rialto. Now they need to find one yet again. They are only 2 ticks away from achieving their home turf in the finals. See if they can hold it there
as well.
Absolutely. Kotanks already into the sidelines. It's not what you want to hear or see. Padshak, though, goes down. Interesting, interesting one there, but Kotanks still, he has the high ground. He's going to be looking for the Ana into the back lines, but up comes the Diva, the old switcheroo, and Kotanks has to find himself a little bit more safety.
You thought there was an Ana up here? Think again, it's a Diva.
I am actually a Diva now. This isn't even my final form.
It's like a magician, yeah.
Was that? No, that wasn't. Surely it wasn't. No, okay, they can't have done it. I thought it was an Earth Shatter, but no. In go the Spartans. They're going to be rolling off forwards already. The charge is out. Urulu goes down to Padshak, and Katanks is into the back lines yet again. Rocket Punch is going to be found, but doesn't find the impact on the other end of it. But that's going to zone the Ana away. Uppercut is there. There's the Rocket Punch. Not quite able to land on the Lucio, but he's done the work. He's done all that is necessary. The Pirates will go down. The Spartans moving towards that second tick. No recontest is possible, and the Spartans are going to see themselves to the finals. They will face off against the Saints at the finals at the Stratford Arena. Of course, it is the Saints moving through, and the Spartans from the lower half of the bracket there. Hunters, Steelers, Kestrels, Claymores, Pirates, and Invincibles. The fallen brethren of these teams in the Overwatch Arena clash. It is going to be the Saints and the Spartans taking each other on. That will be on the 8th of December. Make sure you tune in, or you can pop on down, because of course the finals will be live from the Stratford Arena. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It has been an absolutely thrilling set of semi-finals. My name is John Allen. With me has been Blank, ever faithful, ever here, ever by my side, and telling me that I'm wrong about so many things. But thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you again. We will actually be having the Challenger Series finals next week, so do tune in for that as well. Indeed. It's not just about the championship. We will be bringing you that one as well on the regular Wednesday schedule, but on the weekend we're going to be slugging it out in the finals at the Stratford Arena. Do come along, but for now, thank you and good night.
That is it. That was our very last set of highlights on our last show of the winter season. I cannot believe it, but I have to say, I am very excited for finals. How about you guys?
I'm so very excited. I am just ready to get it going and get going. And just, man, we've got such a good finals coming up. The Claymores versus the Pirates. Thank you very much.
Don't worry. Got ya.
Only won it like 7 times or something.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got the old Classico of Tekken at this point. Yes. Overwatch, it doesn't matter, but League of Legends and Tekken, man, this is going to be so great.
Tekken's going to be amazing. It always is. Even a bad fight's a good fight in Tekken, and this final is just good. A repeat of that last fight is just something all of us have been waiting for, so please do not miss it.
Yes, do not miss it. If you are in London, or you can get to London, or you can commandeer a plane and make your way to this country,
Don't
definitely do that. Do that. You can come to the final. So they are next weekend. As I said, I can't believe they've come around so quickly. But next weekend on the 8th and the 9th, we are going to be coming to you live from Belong Stratford, which is in Westfield, Stratford. Surprising, I know. So that's where we're going to be. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. I can't promise you another 5-hour final, but we're going to try our hardest to make sure that happens, so you really get your money's worth. But we cannot wait for that, so make sure you tune in next week, because they are just going to be incredible finals. Of course, if you can't make it, then you can find us on social media. So you can find us at belong.gg. Now, that is our website, so you can find out where arenas are, you can find out what's going on. That's where kind of information is posted. But of course, we are also on all the usual social media channels as at Belong Arenas. You can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter, and of course all of our video content, so that will be next week's finals and the usual arena matches. They go out on Twitch and Facebook, and afterwards they pop up on YouTube, so there is just no escaping us. But for now, you've got a week's break. We haven't got anything to show you, so you've just got a week to get hyped for those finals. So I'm going to say a big thank you to Abominable and Hitbrain. It has been awesome having you on our final show.
Well done. Good job. Really good job. I've got to admit, by the way, just before we cut to a break, that was incredible. The music in our ears was so loud, I could just see the lips moving and nothing coming out. So good job on that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And he just said cut to a break. He always says cut to a break.
Yeah. Cut to a break. I need to find new words. I need a thesaurus. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah.
There you go. One of you guys can get me that.
Yeah. Shotgun. That way I know what it is now. I'm taking that. I'm getting you a thesaurus.
This will be my first Christmas present ever.
Well, as I said, loved having these two on. It's always fun when they're here, even Hitbrain.
Even you.
And hopefully I'm going to see you guys next week live from our grand finals for the winter season 2018. But for now, I've been Ella Sillywood, and this has been the Arena Clash Sunday Recap Show.
Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the UK. Teams from Belong Gaming arenas nationwide battle it out to become champions of 3 titles: Tekken 7, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Each week here on the Sunday Recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins.